It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and this one features Christian Gonzalez.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
And leading them out, a rookie who led Fresno State to a pair of 10-win seasons. Fourth-round pick, it's Jake Haener.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
First down, they go back to A-Chain.
The strong running.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They run with a fourth-round pick, Roschon Johnson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
A-Chain gets it from the gun.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark. NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
A-Chain here, they stay on the ground.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Now this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Nolan Smith.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Mayfield down.
He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. You look at this Raiders defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Nolan Smith. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nolan Smith drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. A give left side. Here's H.A. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. In motion left goes a tight end. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. 3rd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Hayner on the sneak, and he is going to have a Raiders first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Once again, it's Mitchell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. First down, here's Mitchell. Fights him off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. And they just acquired him a new ball carrier. What do you think of the acquisition?
I like it. Maybe not the big-time player, big-time impact you're looking for, but someone who wants to prove something and find a new home.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. 52 yards rushing for him now and just 6 carries to this point.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. A-Chain will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. 4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Devon A-Chain to the offense, ready to go once again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Right back to Mitchell on second down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down. Brings up a third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On third down, Johnson. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Josh McDaniels going to take a risk here. They will go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. A first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we have reached half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Mayfield now on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nolan Smith make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. Straight ahead, ETN. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Up the middle, Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to
77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Again, it's A-Chain.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go with them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he is going to have the rate. As they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running left, here's Mitchell. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team. And think about the celebration back home when he... touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
They'll try and run with Drake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete to Treylon Burks. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. 2nd and 9. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st down, Drake. To about the 40-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Mayfield looks to throw. And the Raiders have got it. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things. This upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the toss, Drake going left. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Counter play, Drake. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to have a ringer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and run with Drake. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 2 touchdowns. 47 seconds remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mayfield. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Mayfield. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
4th down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Raiders, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.